Bodacious beauties and gents, how we doing? How we doing? How we doing?
Beauties and gents, if you don't know, it's Mo TV. Hey, Tierra, what it do? They see me, I can only be me. If I stay true to me, sit back and relax. Matter of fact.
So if you've been here at least for like the past couple of videos, you'll know that we are aggressively attacking this healing journey. And along the healing journey, or any journey, you're going to have like some setbacks, some trial and errors, some hiccups. And the reason I want to talk about this, first off, is just because I'm someone, I didn't really grow up with a lot of friends, especially female friends. So I was kind of late to the game when it came to friendships, genuine female connections, and then just kind of like the unspoken too, because a lot of us women, we don't even know how we feel or what we want until we're in the moment, and then our emotions show us how we truly feel about something. And being in a girl group or just having friends will show you some things about not only them but yourself. So I basically wanted to talk about ways of protecting yourself. Don't have expectations. Know your circle, all right? Because your girl, I'm a little sensitive, so I got my feelings hurt a couple times. But this is not just about friends. This is know your circle. Okay, I just referenced that so you can know. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm one of those people, I question everything. So I feel like you should question, one, why are they your friend? And the reason I came into that is like, do you ever think about how you and someone became friends? Genuinely, do you ever? And I'm one of those people too. I'm like, what was the deciding factor for you to know that I was someone that you wanted to call a friend? You know, I'm not one of those people that just be like, oh, we started there and we just been hanging out, or we just started dating here and we just no. I want to know, when was the moment that you knew you loved me? When was the moment that you knew you wanted to be my homegirl? When was the moment that you knew that you could trust me? Like stuff like that. So I always question, why are they your friend? What do you bring to the table and what do they take from yours? Is it equal? Is it balanced? Question that. Why they're your friends, but what are their true intentions? Because some people are leeches. Some people are around you for reasons that only benefit them. So it's like, do y'all bring something to the table that y'all both need? Are you serving each other in a way that is glorifying God? What is it? So I feel like you should question those. I'm not really giving you guys the answers. It's more about planting the seeds of thought, really. It's just the things that I was questioning. Know the people that you can go to about certain topics, emotions, situations, things of that nature. There are people in my life that I know I cannot necessarily be too emotional with or emotional at all. There are some people that just don't take my emotional, spiritual conversations seriously because they don't have the capacity to understand it. There are people that are only just for fun. Excuse me. Then there are people that you can fight with, but still grow with, if that makes sense. Just because you're going through a rough patch doesn't mean that they'll give up on you. That also introduces me to what's their conflict language. And I was just kind of introduced to this topic or idea, but you know how we have our love language, the way we like to receive love is the way they define it. But I heard of the conflict language, and it was more of a sense of like, how do you communicate when you're upset? What is your method of communication? Do you communicate? Do you need space? Or are you somebody that needs, addressing the topic, time? Everyone's different, right? So I feel like if you know the people around you, you can protect yourself in the sense of not expecting them to be what you are looking for at that time if you go to the wrong person. But I feel like knowing that and knowing who the source should be also sets up the pyramid for you to understand who you should be going to at what time. Knowing who you can trust in certain situations and who's going to protect you in public versus private, who's going to make sure that you are put in a position where you're not vulnerable. Are there certain people that take transparency and honesty seriously, or are they someone that, oh, you didn't ask, so I didn't tell type of thing? Know the people around you. Know who you can be vulnerable. And when I say vulnerable, I'm not even referring to emotions. I mean, like, if you come to them about something about them because you care about the relationship and you're actually trying to invest in that, can you have that conversation with them? And if not, then you need to basically assort those friends accordingly, because maybe the friend you are to them is not who they are to you. And in order to protect yourself, you have to adjust that, because they're not going to be able to give you what you're looking for. I'm one of those people, I noticed that just based off my self-awareness and how accountable I am, I'm usually the first to apologize. I've realized if it's not reciprocated, it was expected of me for them I expected them to reciprocate that. I had to question, well, why am I expecting them to do it? And I expected them to do it because I apologized, but that's not why an apology should be said. What was their upbringing like? Were they attacked when they were younger? Were they even able to express their feelings? So when you're coming at them, are you pushing them back into that shell? Or are you helping them to explore that and feel safe? I'm real big on, if you don't know your past, you don't know where you're going. So you can't understand what steps you need to take to implement any type of foundation if you don't even understand the scars that they had in the first place. And I'm one of those people too, friendships, relationships, family, whatever. It means a lot to me. So I invest in those relationships. Because of the investment level that I do, it can feel very one-sided sometimes. But I also have to remind myself that only God can match what I have in my heart, because only He can know and understand why and what I feel, you know? Adjust your mind to what you need to. If you're someone that is very intentional about the relationships in your life, I'm getting cold, so I'm mumbling about the relationships in your life, and you want it to work. I'm reminding myself of this right now too. Remember that God is the source. God is the one that you need to look to for happiness. He's the one you need to look to for fuel and energy, to feel good, to wake up in the morning, just to have the energy and strength to even be able to invest in those relationships. Sometimes the words to say, the heart posture to have. And I'm reminding myself of all this right now because I'm looking to people too much. So know your circle, know your source, and protect your heart. Not in the sense of like cut off your emotions or cut off people, but just be smart and protect yourself. It's cold, so I'm going to go. But I hope this hits someone in the heart where it's supposed to. Hope y'all have a great day. Mo is out. All right, let's go.
Go ahead and like it up and subscribe.